Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and I thought we would have a bit of a fun one today. We're going to take a look at the 8 mandatory poses, but don't worry, it's not going to be a history lesson, guys. Well, maybe a little bit of a history lesson, like most of my videos are. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Olympia, 1970 to 1975. Then he returned in 1980, won the title, 7-time Mr. Olympia. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the best bodybuilder to hit the 8 mandatory shots, beginning with the front double bicep pose. But it is going to be for competitive athletes, guys that are still competing. And a guy like Andrew Jacked, he is a shoe-in to win the front double bicep pose. Look at him in a lineup, and I guess that's the true test. I mean, everybody looks good individually, but when you put them in a lineup, Andrew Jacked really sticks out. And at the Olympia, there's a few other guys for sure. I mean, Akeem Williams is no slouch. You have Michael Crezo, I'm sure you guys would have mentioned. In my opinion, Nick Walker, he's the best one in this little group. The muscles and the arms, things of that nature. Here's a few more guys. And there is a gentleman in this group that I find fantastic in the front double bicep pose. And that is, of course, Brandon Curry. So, in my estimation, there are 3 gentlemen, but don't worry, I'm not going to do it like this. I'm going to pick one gentleman, but these may be the top 3 bodybuilders to hit the front double bicep pose: Brandon Curry, Andrew Jacked, and Nicholas Walker, or just Nick Walker. But in my estimation, the old battle axe, Brandon Curry, for now, he is able to overthrow the young guys coming up. But that's just my opinion. That's not necessarily who is winning the pose due to a better condition, things of that nature. This is who, in my opinion, looks the best, who is more suited to this pose. And I think those lines, those guns of Brandon Curry, very difficult to defeat. So that's how we're going to do this, guys. Go to the next shot, which is the front lat spread. This is Dorian Yates. He won his first Mr. Olympia title in 1992. He got one in 97 too, and every year in between. He hogged a lot of them. But that's the front lat spread, guys. And here is, I guess, another lineup from the Texas Pro. And again, guys, look at Andrew Jacked. Kamal El Garne looks fantastic too. Little slight in the legs, but that upper body looks fantastic. But Andrew Jacked, I have to say. A lot of other bodybuilders pretty darn good in this shot too, like Hattie Shupin. Of course, he is your Mr. Olympia champion. I would be remiss not to mention him for a front lat spread. And you put him in a lineup. I mean, realistically, guys, Hattie Shupin, he may be the best bodybuilder, or the best competitive bodybuilder to hit the front lat spread. Don't worry, Dorianites. I showed Dorian. Samson at the end, not too bad. And at one time, I would say that Big Rammy, Ramalama Ding Dong, would be one of the best as well. And I know you guys don't like Ian Valliere. You guys comment. Well, the people that don't like him comment a lot. I'm sure he has a lot of people that like him. He is one of the best to hit the front lat spread, guys. And, I mean, you do a comparison here. Andrew Jacked, he is beside Ian Valliere. Ian Valliere, not too bad. Holds his own against just about anybody in the IFBB. But you take a close look, guys. That detail, I mean, he has that real round Dorian-esque type lat. Sure, he's not as filled out as Dorian Yates himself. But, I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Nobody is. But I believe out of the current roster, and I know I mentioned Andrew Jacked before, but out of the current roster, I think Andrew Jacked has the most fantastic front lat spread of them all. Now the side chest, little bit trickier, a little bit more tricky to pick a winner in this one. Keep in mind, guys, this is my opinion. Anybody know who this is? Anybody ever see a chest bigger than this? Bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger's. I would have showed Arnold here, but I already showed him for the front double. This is Art Atwood. Art Atwood was a beast. Nobody in today's lineups can hold their own against Art Atwood. I mean, come on. Who's winning here? I like Rafael Brandao. Surprised, to be honest with you. Surprised that Andrew Jack isn't a little bit thicker here. Michael Crezo's thick, but I don't know. And here is your top dogs. And I am Kel Surprise. You guys see Samson Dauda at the end? He is a horse. Of course. Brandon Curry's much smaller, but if you take a close look at the two, Brandon Curry almost thicker in that pec. Obviously from afar, Samson, he's opened up a little bit better. But I don't know. Both of these two dudes look fantastic. And obviously Brandon Curry, he is consistent. Look at him in 2019. If you use this version, yeah, I'd probably be convinced that Brandon Curry is the best in the front double bi, best in the side chest. But you know what? Just for shats and gags, I'm going to, you guys think I'm going to go right? I'm going to go left. Here is Martin Fitzwater. Martin Fitzwater. Sorry, Martin. Martin. And I think Martin, and I know I'm going to get some criticism. He's a young up-and-comer. He's yet to prove in his salt. But this guy here has a world-class side chest. And I've seen him stand next to your Andrew Jacks, your things of that nature. And hey, I believe he should have the confidence to stand next to any of the IFBB pros in this side chest shot. Go to the next side shot here in the side tricep. This is fun. Frank Zane, man oh man, take a look, guys. He had a fantastic side tricep, 1977 to 1979, Mr. Olympia. Here's the lineup of the top dogs, and we have a lot of good side triceps here. Very difficult to pick a winner. And here's some undercard guys. Your third, fourth call out. Hey, Antoine Vaillant, not two shabs. Antoine Vaillant, pretty good, actually. But there is a guy in this call-out. It is hard to tell. Right in the middle there, that is Hunter Labrada. And much like Ian Valliere, he takes heat from you guys. A large group of Ian Valliere and Hunter Labrada haters. But you guys surely can admit, consistency too. Consistency. I apologize. Yes, look at him. When was this? 2021? Yeah. Fantastic, guys. So, maybe a unpopular decision, but I believe out of the current roster, now keep in mind, it's my decision here. It's my opinion, I should say. I believe that Hunter Labrada is your best man in the side tricep pose. Go to the rear double. And for those of you who are mad at me, at Hunter Labrada, I'm sure you're pretty pleased that I put Samir Banu, your 1983 Mr. Olympia champion, for maybe the best back development double bi of all time. Here's the current roster, and wow, nobody looks as good as Samir Banu did. In my opinion, this is somewhat of a closed case, guys. At the end, there is Nick Walker, and you can take a close look. You can compare him with anybody you want. I have plenty of comparison videos out there with Nick Walker using this version, using the Arnold Classics. Come on, get to the chopper, you puny weaklings. Look at your pencil necks compared to mine. Do it. Hey, Nick Walker has no pencil neck. In fact, he, in my opinion, has the best lights out rear double bi of all the today's competitors. Tongue-tied, guys. Took me a while to set this one up. The rear lat spread. The rear lat spread. Yeah, buddy. Ding, ding. Ronnie King Coleman. Took that Olympia title in 1998. Yeah, buddy. Won my 9th in 2006. I don't think so, Mr. Coleman. Hey, what did I say? Anyway, you guys should check the history on that one. Rear lat spread. Today's competitors. You know what? And I'm not just picking on Andrew Jack here, but he looks good in a lot of shots. A lot of these shots. And here's your top dogs. Hey, At one time, Ramy was good, but the size of the guy, he should be wider. I like Derek Lunsford, of course. Gotta be closer up to see the detail. Brandon Curry's good too. But I believe, in my opinion, that is, for aesthetics too, who looks good in the shot, these three gentlemen, maybe your top dogs. The detail of Derek Lunsford, he looks like a mini Phil Heath. And Andrew Jacked, very pleasing to the eye, but lacks that thickness. And speaking of thickness, wow. Look at Hattie here at the 2019 Olympia. That was my favorite version of Hattie. So yeah, with his consistency, continuously bringing the thickest, the best rear lat spread, I believe he is your best man. Of course, there's a few more guys, your Brandon Currys, your Derek Lunsfords. Now, go to the abs and thigh. And this is pretty much, a closed case. Sean Ray, look at this guy. Never won the title, but he came second, 94, 96. And here is the nowadays competitors. And like I said, this is a little easier. You have, Hattie Shupin and Brandon Curry. They both look fantastic. And here's another group of guys, and you're not going to get a better abs and thigh here than obviously Andrew Jacked. Everybody else, with all due respect. So, aside from your Brandon Curry, who does bring a little bit of a smoother midsection most of the time compared to these two dudes, I believe this is your top two in the abs and thigh. And I believe, honestly, guys, Hattie Shupin has a slightly more chiseled set of abs and more conditioned quads. But make no mistake about it, this is an abs and thigh flow. Proportions, the quads, the midsection, the beauty of the shot. Andrew Jacked, he is your winner. In my opinion, he is the best man to hit that abs and thigh. He was good in the front double. He was winning the front lat. Wow. Andrew Jacked, look out. And the most muscular, to be honest, guys, not too many people hit the crab position most muscular anymore. They don't really perfect it as much as Lou Ferrigno did anyway. So for the most part, it'll be your hands clasped. And for the most part also, we have this Samson Dauda, and he is a behemoth. Even against your top dogs. Look at Ramy. Imagine if this was Ramy's pose, just stood there like this. Oh, yeah. Samson, man, oh man, he's beating Brandon Curry. For sure, no fooling. And here is some other undercard guys. Well, I wouldn't call Andrew Jacked undercard. Rafael Brandao. But I believe Michael Crezo. Look at the size and thickness of that guy. He, much like Samson Dauda, was dwarfing everybody in size. You put them side by side, though, Samson, he is in better condition. But this was a very conditioned version of Samson. I believe that Crezo, he looked better at the Prague Pro. Look at this. Is it Prague? This is the Prague Pro. Look at the separation of him here. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, having said that, and looking at other pictures of him and Samson Dauda, I believe that Michael Crezo, and he deserves a little push for this video. And he gave me some kickbacks. I'll admit it. I believe that he is your best man in the most muscular. And this is, of course, the hands clasped. And that leads me to my ultimate decision on picking Michael Crezo. He is probably the best man to hit that crab position as well. Although he doesn't haul it out as much as I'd like to see. Maybe he needs some better conditioning so he has more energy to pull off the poses that he does need to do. Honorable mention, of course, Brandon Curry. But the guy, he can't win all the shots. And, of course, Samson Dauda. He was a horse in the most muscular. Nick Walker, very good too, but compared to the other guys, his stature, I think that counts in a most muscular, if that makes sense. I don't know. Does it sound mean? Does that sound mean? Yeah. Either way, traditionally, you're great big tall guys. The best to hit that most muscular. Look at Arnold. Look at Lou. Come on, Louie. Big Louie. I want to eat my cake, Arnold. Anyway, that's terrible. That's terrible. I apologize. And if you laugh, you can't be offended. Hit thumbs up, guys. Hit thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. Took me a little while to set up, but these ones I really enjoy. They're fun to, they're fun to see your guys' reactions towards them. And comment in the comment section below. Who is your best in the front double? And so on and so forth. Have a nice one, guys.